Hey, welcome back into today's video. We're going to be talking a little bit about Nikocado Avocado and things that has currently been going on and how it ties into mental health, and a little bit about how I feel YouTube in general affects the mental health. If you're unfamiliar with Nikocado Avocado, he makes mukbang videos, which is just basically him eating food, talking about his life's tragedies. The most recent videos have been like this. He was involved in a controversy with fellow YouTuber Stephanie Sue, where she outed him for a lot of really bad things. I made a video on it. I'll put it in the description below. And since then, things have gotten very strange on his channel. Since he issued the video, I'm Not Sorry, where he basically said that he wasn't sorry several times in many different ways, you can take a look at just a couple of his thumbnails. It seems like he's clickbaiting 100%. I think there's 5 different videos where he's saying that he's quitting YouTube. I'm leaving YouTube forever. I quit YouTube. My final video on YouTube, I'm done. Goodbye YouTube. Also, he's got videos about his weight. I'm still getting fat and I don't know why. I don't understand. This one right here, he said he bought a $2.98 million Hawaii apartment, which ended up being just a hotel.
Which is right over here. All this space. So let's go back in. Okay, so this here is my living room. Living room views. Oh my God. By the way, this is double insulated glass.
Just going off his thumbnails, you can see he's being over dramatic, clickbait. At this point, he's pretty much just one of those YouTubers that people seem to go to watch because they like to watch the self-destruction. I'll be honest with you, it's pretty sad when YouTubers do this. This is not the only YouTuber that's behaved in this way. If things don't go in the way that they want them to go, they just have this adverse reaction to where they think they're being smart by playing off the views without realizing that they have to look back on this eventually in their life. And I don't see as anybody being proud of this type of behavior. And it reaches a point to where you got to wonder if this is something that they're meaning to do. Is it on purpose? I mean, we see from a business aspect, all the thumbnails are planned. He knows what he's doing from a business point. He's making the thumbnails attractive so people can come in. He's displaying the emotions on his face, the clickbait titles, so it leads me to believe that he knows exactly what he's doing, and it is pre-planned, so maybe he is milking it for money on purpose, but it still worries me for multiple reasons. One of those reasons being is this cannot be good for your mental health at all. Every day when I wake up, I write in a journal, and the reason I do that is because when you wake up and you remind yourself of what you're happy about and what you're proud and grateful for and things like that, it releases those chemicals in your brain, the dopamine, serotonin, different things like the good stuff that promotes good feelings, and it sets up your morning right. And if you're doing this type of stuff, then it's going to also release chemicals, and just don't think you're going to have a very good day. But that's just my opinion on that. Another reason is because obviously there's people that like watching train wrecks, and he might be appealing to that side. This could be a whole thing, like a whole part of YouTube where people specifically are playing the character, so to speak, of the train wreck. Lots of people like watching that. I know people watch Amberlynn Reed because they like watching the different, just way out left field things that happen, things that you just can't believe somebody would do, say, or be. What if something is serious one day, and then they're just the boy who cried wolf, and when they do put out something serious, no one's going to believe them, so you just really don't know. Now with Nikocado Avocado, my personal opinion, I don't like watching the guy. I just feel like it's over the top. I feel like he's putting a bad example out there, and I just generally can't take this kind of behavior in general. I think it puts a bad name on YouTube, and I think that it makes all YouTubers on the platform I think it hurts because somebody acting like this and clowning around in this type of way is not going to bring any type of legitimacy to the platform, especially with him having such a large audience. So I don't like that either. I've had a general issue with mukbangs anyways. The sheer amount of the advertising of eating so much food is just not healthy, and the way that as attractive as these thumbnails are, it can promote overeating, which can lead to obesity, which can lead to other health problems like heart disease and diabetes and different things like that. I feel like this is a horrible message to be putting out there on top of everything else. The whole reason I'm making this video is because one of my viewers reached out and was concerned with the mental health of this person. So I thought of a really cool type of like idea about it, and let me know what you think. So what if you click the side thing and there was an extra little option down here where you could like click to check for if the mental health of this person is good, and not in like a way that it can be abused, but like a type of way that where YouTube can just like, you know, send out a little message to the creator through Creator Studio or just on the inside back into the platform, and just be like, hey, we see that you're acting in a concerning way, and we were just wanting to check up. Nothing that affects their account, nothing that affects the outward dynamics of YouTube, because I know how important that is to YouTube. Nothing that's going to stir up anything crazy to create any type of apocalypse or anything, but just something that's personal, directly to the person. Be like, hey, a little bit concerned, just checking out what's going on here, are you okay? And then the creator can say, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just doing this, it's a character, I don't know, so on, something like that. And now, of course, I've not put a lot of thought into this idea, so you guys can tell me what you think about that in the comment section below. I just feel like some type of focus on the mental health aspect would be, you know, much needed. I know mental health is something that a lot of people are uncomfortable talking about, so maybe that helps. I know personally my mental health has not been good. Like in 2019, I had terrible mental health management and stuff like that, and I didn't stop and take a break until I basically was forced to. I was having to go, I think it was this, I was hospitalized the second time for exhaustion, and then I was like, well, this is just not going good. It was causing strain not only on YouTube, my productivity, but my family. I became depressed. My anxiety was tripled. It was crazy. I had to take a step back, and I had to analyze all the things I was giving my attention to, schedule things, put things in order to where I could give my attention to things that mattered and not give my attention to things that didn't matter for my overall mental health. So I thought it might have been cool if YouTube was to reach out and be like, hey, you doing good? And then I could have been like, yeah, I'm good. I don't know, just an idea. I don't know if it's like a good idea or not. It's probably a terrible idea. I think it's important for me to say that within my idea that this would just be like a courtesy thing. It would not be a mandatory thing. So it's like if you were to go to check your analytics or something like that, you have that little pop-up there, and then you can click to ignore. But like something that, or even a reminder, even a pop-up reminder that says, you know, check your mental health, make sure that everything's good, you know, I don't know, meditate, I don't know. See, this is, like I said, this is not a completely planned out thing. It's just the tip of an idea, and I don't know. I know that in every genre on YouTube, mukbang, commentary, drama channels, they each have their own like aspects to them that are not good. For example, in commentary, in news channels, on YouTube specifically, if like, let's say if I make a video on Nikocado Avocado, bringing up things that are concerning to the community, which is what commentary channels are supposed to do. Social commentary is to bring awareness to things to promote a positive change. You're gonna have, and I talked to my community about this in my Discord, which if you guys want to join the Discord, you can, links in the description. So it's like, you make a video talking about something concerning, and if it's on a creator, you're going to get a group of people that do like you talking about this, and they do appreciate the message, and you're also going to get people that don't like that. And then if you make a video on Keemstar or Onision or any topics. Gabby Hanna, there's always going to be a group that does like it and is for it, and one that's against it. And as you grow in any field, you're gonna grow in people that like you and people that don't like you. So that's where it comes in with criticism and having to get used to criticism, figuring out which criticism is good for your growth and which criticism is bad in general for your mental health at all. And I think it's good to know. Yeah, like a little bit of mental health awareness, education on YouTube to be implemented in the background, something that goes along with that, because mental health in YouTube is something that's not really addressed side by side, so to speak. Like when you go into Creator Studio, they have all these videos about how to make your thumbnails look better, how to increase your monetization, but there's nothing really that focuses and talks about the importance of mental health and how staring at these screens and on your phone, it's a consistent stream of thought, and we have to put space in those thoughts so that we can breathe, because if you're constantly taking in information, you're not having time to like take a break, so you end up with anxiety attacks, panic attacks, depression, and things like that. I think it's important to acknowledge that, but I don't know. I know this is a very controversial topic to even talk about. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, YouTube, no matter what the genre, always has its pitfalls. There's always going to be something. There's always going to be a stressful aspect to whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to be YouTube. It can be even if you're in your day-to-day life and your jobs and you're just being you, there's always something that's gonna upset you. And there needs to be a break in that just constant stream of thought. There needs to be something. Read a book. I don't know. Do something. I just felt like I wanted to get on here and say something to do with mental health because it's my number one focus this year. And like I said, if you guys want to talk to me about that and you want any advice about anything, you can join the Discord. I do talk on there and voice chats sometimes. Another way to get a hold of me is on Facebook, and thank you to everybody that's going over there and following the Facebook page. We're having some great conversations over there and pushing out some interesting content, so thank you for everybody that's supporting that. As interesting as this video is, there's always something that's more interesting to me. That's right, you guessed it. I want to know what you think, so why don't you go ahead and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up for those likes. As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. I don't know, I don't like the content that Nikocado Avocado is putting out. I don't specifically think he's the best of persons on the internet. Just viewing the controversies that he's been involved in, that's just my personal opinion. But regardless of my personal opinion, I can still see that there's something that's not right about this situation, something that's not right about the thumbnails, the whole perpetuation of the content that he's putting out. It just seems a step above toxic. I don't like that, and like I said, it could fall back to mental health, because he's not the only YouTuber that's in situations like this, in facing these types of adversities. Other than that, I'm fixing to get my laptop, so I will start writing. I'm going to write my ebook, and I'll give that away for free, so I'm super excited about that. Thank you to my patrons. You guys have been helping me a lot. Really appreciate it. We're going to be starting doing live streams soon. I know I've been saying that. I really want to. It's like been a huge focus, at least on my mind. It's written on the board over there. I want to start the live streams as soon as I can. Probably when I get the laptop, which is going to be this month. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer to the first of this month, but got to pay the bills first. That's most important. So we'll see. And when I know, you'll know. And that'll be it. Don't forget to get your Rep Squad merch, and that's one of the best ways to support the channel, because it's another way to show that you're repping. If you're not repping, you're gagging. And how you do that, all you gotta do is subscribe and notifications, turn on in the comment section after every single video, because I'm going to be there, Greg the Cat's going to be there, and the rest of the Rep Squad community as well, and I expect to see you there too. This channel loves you. Sometimes I get to saying that outro so fast, I don't even understand what I'm saying.